Hey everyone, it's your boy Raislive. So, there's only a couple of games out here in this world that have this phenomenon. And I say it's a phenomenon because I'm surprised that, games actually or developers actually get away with things like this. Like, it's quite hilarious. In most games, your difficulties is usually easy, there's normal, there's hardcore, like legendary mode or something like that. Whatever, depending on whatever the game is, there's always some heroic legendary mode that's like the hardest of difficulties or whatever. But there's also another difficulty that we need to talk about. There's this difficulty, it doesn't even have a name, it's just called cheese. Now sometimes the cheese difficulty is sometimes hidden among the hard difficulty or the hardcore or the legendary, difficulty. So a lot of times you don't even know that you're playing it on cheese difficulty. So let's talk about the what makes it a cheese, difficulty. So only some of you probably you've played this game, but remember back in the day on the N64. Let's talk about Mario Kart 64. If you had an N64, you played that game, and if you didn't, you missed out. I'm pretty sure everybody played that game. I'm pretty sure it was on the Wii too, so I think a lot of people even got a chance to pick it up, on the Wii as like a downloadable game. But anyways, remember when you play Mario Kart and you put the game on its hardest difficulty, and remember it was the criteria, instead of like hard, easy, or whatever, it was actually 500C, and then it was 100C, then it was 150C, and 150 was like, the maxed out one. It was like the hardest difficulty. And a lot of times, you had to put it on there just to make the game, enjoyable. And to give it a more of a challenge, because the game was, it's really easy if you play it on, anything else lower than that. But anyways, that difficulty was actually cheese. It wasn't hard. It was actually just cheese. And some of you can probably remember. I wish I had the game. I don't have the game anymore. And even if I did, I couldn't even, get the gameplay up. So you probably have to use your imagination and think about it with me. Now, in this game that I'm playing right now, Grand Theft Auto, there was some cheese moments in this, and that's why I'm bringing this up. But remember when you get you get far ahead in a race, and you're just way out there, and then all of a sudden, the enemy just somehow just catches up with you just out of the blue, and it's just kind of like, what the hell? Like, how the hell he get here? Like, I'm burning these cats. There is no way in the hell the enemy caught up to me, or the enemy just somehow gets a hold of the right weapon or pickup just to freaking make your life a miserable, or your game just a miserable race or whatever, just to get the upper hand. There's always some cheesy moment. Now, the reason why I say that is because in Grand Theft Auto, I was playing this game, and I was noticing that, there's some cheesy moments where it's like, a helicopter, where you blow up a helicopter and then another one just pops up like shortly after, and just kind of like, come on, really? Unlimited helicopters? Those are cheese moments, and that's what I wanted to talk about. That's what I wanted to address. There's a difference there's a fine line between hard, challenging, and then there's that cheese, where the only way you can't, if you can't make the game challenging without being cheesy, then that's just sad. Like, we gotta do better than that. We gotta make games more challenging. And I mean, this is not me, complaining or whatever. This is just, this is just kind of like a fun thing to think about, like those cheesy moments in the game where it's just kind of like, that doesn't normally happen, and that shouldn't normally happen. But the only reason why it's happening is because they're trying to make it more difficult. And if that wasn't a good example, what about Call of Duty Veteran Mode? Enemy has unlimited grenades. Who remember that? Come on, man. If you only got 2 grenades, the enemy should only have 2 grenades. You can't have 2 grenades and the enemy got unlimited grenades. That's not fair. That's cheese. Well, what about a recent game? Metal Gear Solid 5. Remember the boss battle with the robot? Where the robot always freaking, where he always know where you at. Like, he doesn't leave your vicinity, no matter what. If you're hiding behind a mountain, he's gonna be around there looking around. Like, he just knows where you at. Like, he doesn't go nowhere else or hide somewhere else or look somewhere else so you can run. He'll just stay around where you at unless you completely just dart out to escape him. Like, come on, man. Cheese. Fight Night Champion. Remember the Frost Cheese? Dude had a 99.9 KO rate. If he hits you one time you going out. Like, you gotta really freaking dodge his hits and get them body shots in order to beat him. Cheese. What about Final Fantasy? Final Fantasy. I mean, we can go on about all of them. The boss battle cheese. One hit KOs. Like, you can't do that, man. That's cheesy. Cheese. Twisted Metal. Unlimited Turbo. Cheese. I mean, the list goes on and on. So, I mean, it applies to all games. It's not just one game. Every game got their moments where it's just some cheesy shit. Like, you can't have that. Just make it challenging and keep it like that, but keep it fun at the same time. Keep it fun and hard. Like, don't make it freaking cheese. Because then people are going to be like, oh, it's going to frustrate people. People are going to be like, man, oh, forget this, man. That's like, when you have that cheesy moment, that'll make you throw your controller at the damn screen. Like, freaking hate that. If I missed any cheesy games, leave them down in the comment section. But I'm done. It's your boy Raislive. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys on my next video. I'm out. Peace.